Hi, Scorpio. This is LostTwinTarot. My name is Colette, if you've never viewed me before. Scorpio, this is going to be your weekly reading for the week of May the 13th to the 19th. This is for placement, sun, moon, and rising, Scorpio, so just take the pieces that resonate and leave the rest. Scorpio, when I was meditating on your cards, I feel like it could be fueled by something or someone or a particular situation. This could be recent or in the past. I feel like it could have been whatever it was negative or just unlikable or unfavorable, intolerable. Whatever it is, it's fueling you to do better. It's fueling you to strive for better, almost like a competitive type of behavior. Like you want to show that person up or that job up, that friend, whatever it is, it's making you want to do better because you want to show them that what they missed out on or whatever it is. I feel like you're really fighting for change, and the change is good and it's coming in for you. I think you've seen progress, and I think you are noticing positive changes in your life. I feel like you've noticed positive changes little by little coming in. Even if you are single or you've had setbacks, they're all meant to be, and they're there for a purpose. That certain things come out of your life for a reason. I feel like sometimes you feel like you've been left high and dry by maybe by people you've worked with, maybe by your own family members, maybe by people you've dated. Whatever this is for you, I feel like maybe you've been a little bit lonely lately, or you could be feeling a little bit lonely lately. Even if you're in a relationship, maybe your partner has their work has them getting pulled away a lot, or your work has you being pulled away a lot. It doesn't have to be. But whatever this is, you're feeling lonely and you really just want to spend some time with your loved one or maybe a loved one from the past or someone that you really care for that maybe doesn't even know. But whatever it is, it's maybe got you turning to some vices or thinking about some vices, and it just has you thinking about some negative thoughts. Like you're being a little bit hard on yourself. Maybe it's got you feeling some low confidence. You have the devil. You're having a hard time understanding your own thoughts and feelings as well. I feel like. Let's take a look and see what we have for you, Scorpio. You have the devil, the page of swords, the ace of swords, the tower, the seven of cups, and you have the eight of swords. You had the eight of swords on the bottom of both decks last week with me, Scorpio, but your reading was overall pretty good. You have the magician on the bottom. So let's see. With the devil, you have the death card. With the page of swords, you have the five of swords. With the ace of swords, you have the queen of wands. With the tower, you have the ace of pentacles. With the seven of cups, you have judgment. And with the eight of swords, you have the three of pentacles. And you have, look, this is so crazy. You have the magician again on both bottoms of the deck. That is so crazy. It's the second week in a row you had the same thing on the bottom of the deck. That's so weird. You could be seeing repeating things a lot lately. That could be significant for some of you. I'm also going to pull three of these Lenormand or cards for you. You have the snake, deception, cheating, intelligence, desire, seduction, untrustworthiness. You don't have to have cheating or deception or anything like that. You going on with you at this current time, but you could have been involved with just untrustworthiness. Maybe you find it hard to trust people, or you've had experience with people not being so forthcoming. You have number 27, letter, document, message, news, speech, writing, communication. This one wants to come out. You have number 6, clouds, confusion, negativity, unclarity, doubt, worry, uncertainty. So you could be feeling maybe just a little bit cynical about something, so don't fret just yet. Maybe you're feeling a little bit cynical and untrustworthy because of some things that happened in the past with that snake card. Untrustworthiness, confusion, negativity, doubt, worry with the clouds. But you do have document, message, news, speech, writing, communication, number 27. So you have number 6, 7, and 27. Some of those numbers could be significant to you, Scorpio. So let's see what we have. So you have the Death card and the Devil card. The Death card is you showing up in this reading. That is your power card. So that makes this all the more important when you show up in your own reading. The Devil is Capricorn energy. Maybe you have some Capricorn in your chart, or maybe you are dealing with a Capricorn currently. It doesn't have to be, but the Devil card represents those vices, like I was talking about when I was meditating on your cards. Maybe you are considering going back to some of those, and they don't have to be really vices like any type of smoking, alcohol, spending. It doesn't have to necessarily be anything like that, but it can be something like that negative self-talk, low confidence, something where you are getting pulled back into a time where you are feeling that pull of that energy. Or maybe this is a situation like with the deception, cheating, desire, seduction, where maybe you had a time where that happened to you, or maybe you did this to somebody else. No judgment here. We all have a past. But maybe there was something like that where that had happened, and you feel like you could be getting pulled back into those patterns. And you really want to shut that down with the Death card, that transformation. You're all about transformation, Scorpio. And that's what you're doing. It even says right here on this card, if you can see it, it says up here on this, it says everything expires. So, meaning that it is ending. Everything has a closing time at some point. Everything has an expiration date. Next, you have the Page of Swords and the Five of Swords. And I really think that's part of the number 27 letter, the document, message, news, speech. The Page of Swords is a communicator. He can be a messenger. He is a form of a student and someone who is a learning experience as well. So maybe you are receiving some type of message coming through somebody. This could be through a text message. It can be through a document. It doesn't have to be. This could be from somebody who you might not want to hear from them with that Five of Swords energy. Or maybe this is something you have decided to shut down. Maybe you are sending this message along. Take it how it resonates. It's going to be different for all of you. But the Five of Swords is that petty energy, something or someone you just can't win with. That's what that Five of Swords is. It's that fighting and just no winning with that person. Next, you have the Ace of Swords and that Queen of Wands. And I think this is really where it all comes clear to you in the week. The beginning of the week, or wherever this is in the week, I feel like it's in the beginning or the start, or there's going to be a certain point in the week. But whenever it is, this is going to be the certain point in the week where you really get a clear picture of everything with that Ace of Swords and that Queen of Wands. That's where things start to become clear and you really gain more confidence. And because you're getting a clear picture of everything, that's when you become more you gain more control. So because you're gaining more control, you feel more powerful and more able to step forward and go forth in a situation and gain more control and just move forward in your life. Whether this is a past person, past situation, or even just a current event going on in your life, I feel like you might be able to see things for what they are. Take it how it resonates. It's going to be different for all of you. Next, you have the Tower and the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Tower can be your energy as well, Scorpio. It's Scorpio and Aries energy. So it is a powerful energy. It is all about that lightning hitting that tower, striking, and realizing that you can't be in this energy anymore. You rather jump out of that tower than even be involved with it anymore. The Ace of Pentacles is also about a offer. It doesn't have to be an offer, but maybe you are receiving some sort of offer or communication with that letter card. It doesn't have to be. Maybe you're receiving something where it is something, an offer that you can't refuse, and you're like, well, it's better than here. Maybe it's not exactly what you want, but it's better than where you are. So you're like, I got to jump out of this tower. I can't stand it anymore. Or maybe it's not even as good as where you're at, but you have to tear down this tower. The tower is also about not a solid foundation. And this can be something where this tower's from the past and it was never built on a solid foundation from the beginning. And you've already started with this Ace of Pentacles. This is something that's already been starting in the nurturing process. And now you're getting ready to step through that garden on that typical Rider-Waite deck. And now you're just ready to the tower's been sort of on fire. You kind of already have seen it. And now you're just ready to jump out. It's next to the Judgment card as well. So this is something you've been kind of noticing for a while with the Seven of Cups and the Judgment card. Now the Seven of Cups is all about those choices, and there's clouds on that as well, just like on that clouds card. Confusion, negativity, unclarity, doubt, worry. So you might be you are having all this confusion or just unclarity. You might not be worried, but you might just not really understand. And this doesn't even have to be like a decision that you're making that's like you're going to get a new job or you're going to meet a new person. This can just be something where you're closing out a chapter with somebody in your life from the past. Maybe this is a week of somebody from your past birthday and it's kind of stirring up some emotions. So, and then you're having this awakening with that Judgment card. And you're really not sure about how things were. You're not having really an understanding of why things were the way they were. But you're having an awakening. And with that Seven of Cups, things are becoming clear. You made the best choices that you did with those Seven of Cups. But that person or that job, that whatever that was, you made your best choices for what you did. Maybe that person, they were the ones who made their choice. So there was nothing really that you really did wrong. Take it how it resonates. Next, you have the Eight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Eight of Swords is about that self-imposed restriction, meaning that you could really free yourself from the Scorpio at any time. You're still kind of living in that. And you had this on the bottom of the deck last week. Now you have the Magician twice on the bottom of the deck, meaning that you're trying to really manifest something new. What I felt like you were manifesting is that you are, or what I felt like when I was meditating on when your cards that you're truly trying to be, you're fueled by something or somebody who has really hurt you or has kind of just done you dirty or whatever it is, but you are manifesting it to the point where you're still kind of trapped in that Eight of Swords. You're trying to get to that you're in that Three of Pentacles where you're receiving recognition, and this could be at work, this could be a work situation, or it just could be involved in a group situation. And I believe that you are getting things that you want. There are manifestations taking place, but you're still almost manifesting for the wrong reasons. You could be manifesting just to show people up. You want to be happy, but you could also be manifesting because you're hurt and you're angry. And we all want to see people get their karma, but you might be manifesting not to make yourself happy. With the Death card and the Devil card, you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Emperor on the bottom. The Wheel of Fortune is all about change, but it's also about being open to change, to welcome in that change. With the Emperor on the bottom, this is all about a energy. It can represent it doesn't have to be a father figure. It can be any type of figure that was an older figure, a wiser figure. It doesn't have to be someone who you consider wise. It can just represent someone who is more of a in a higher power. It can be a job, it can be a parent, whatever. But this doesn't have to be that. This can represent you taking that power back. You're putting that you're transitioning out of that devil energy. You're putting a death, it's expiring. You're taking your power back and welcoming that change with that Wheel of Fortune. What's the Page of Swords and the Five of Swords for Scorpio? This one looks like it wants to sneak out. You have the Queen of Pentacles and you have the World card. The Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. The Empress is usually associated with the mother figure, but it doesn't have to be. Sometimes I consider the Queen of Pentacles. Sometimes, like, because she's a older figure. This could have been some of you we're right on the tail end of Mother's Day this week, so maybe you had a mother figure going on or something like that. This woman in here, she's kind of petting the man and the dog, and she's a little odd. Maybe some of you had a falling out with a boss or a like a mother-like type of figure, maternal-like figure. That's where I'm going with that. But you have the World on the bottom. And the World card is all about everything coming full circle. Another card of something closing out and things just turning themselves around. But it's also a card of achievement, meaning that you could be getting a message or maybe possibly even seeing this person, running into this person, whatever it is. And I feel like it's almost like the karma will be, if this is for you, take it how it resonates. The karma will be that this person will see how much you achieved with that World card. Because I feel like almost that they're not doing so great. Now, if this isn't for you, then this might be a different take on this reading. Just take the pieces that resonate. It's not going to be for everyone. With the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords, you have the Seven of Wands and the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of the home. It's a card of happiness. It's a card of celebration in the home. On this card, it looks like they are almost, sitting there happily. It looks like they're almost building her home. She's sitting there by herself. Normally there's like a celebration, like a wedding on the typical deck, but she's sitting there alone, independently. The Seven of Wands is all about a card of standing your ground and standing up for what you believe in, and almost knowing that you're in the right as well. Drawing that line in the sand. And I feel like that's what you've been doing all along, Scorpio. What's this Ace of Pentacles and Tower? You have the Queen of Cups on the bottom and you have the Fool card. Now, the Fool is all about innocence. It's all about taking that leap of faith. The Queen of Cups is all about that following your intuition as well and valuing your emotions. I think with this Tower, whether it's currently happening or you kind of know you're in transitioning, Towers we kind of know, not all of them when they hit, but we sort of know when they're sneaking up. I mean, at least I feel sometimes they do. Not all of them, of course. Sometimes they do hit us out of nowhere. But sometimes when we know things are built on a faulty foundation, we know when they need to be torn down. And I think with that Fool card, you're almost ready to just tear this down and start completely over. I think in a way with that Fool card, you're doing this with an innocence because I think you know in a way for some of you, take it how it resonates, you know you were almost like an innocent party in this situation. Maybe not 100% innocent, but maybe you were an innocent party in this situation. You did all you could do and that was pretty much it. There was no equal give and take. With the Judgment card and the Seven of Cups, you have the Ten of Cups on the bottom and you have the Six of Swords. So this is looking really good for you, Scorpio. You, whatever that judgment is, that awakening, that saying goodbye to whatever this situation is for you, it's going to lead you to that blessing after that rainstorm, the Ten of Cups, and you're moving on to calmer shores with that Six of Swords. She has her suitcase, she's walking across that, she's saying, goodbye, walking away from this. You have the Five of Swords, and you go from that Five of Swords with that communication, and then you move from that Ace of Swords, the Tower, and then you have that Judgment with that Six of Swords. It's literally like you are just walking through that. It's like the five, and then you go across from there. And lastly, what do we have for Scorpio with this Eight of Swords and Three of Pentacles? You have the Moon, and you have the Four of Cups on the bottom. And that Four of Cups is really showing that there is something big that's being offered to you. That's a really big cup of whatever that is. A good looking cocktail, I suppose. I'm not sure. These are retro cards, so I'm not sure, not familiar with them. But this is something bigger than what's before. All the other cups are empty, and this one looks a lot bigger, but you're not sure what you should do about it, especially with the Moon card. The thing about this Moon card, though, is that this isn't your typical Moon card that fits really well with that clouds, the confusion, negativity, unclarity, doubt, worry. This Moon card is one that is a peaceful night's sleep. She's laying there resting peacefully. She has her curlers, she has her cold cream. The moon is smiling, she has her sheep jumping over her, and she's just relaxing happily and peacefully. And it's really saying that she's getting a good night's rest. Where at the beginning of everything, there was this devil energy, and you're closing it out. And by the end of the week, you have this Eight of Swords energy. And the best thing take it how it resonates, is to acknowledge it and feel through it. But whatever it is for you, if it's to close it out and not almost be a not be a victim of whatever this is, because whatever this is, that's what they really want. And I think as soon as you manifest for your own benefit and not for anybody else's, then that's when you'll sleep soundly, just like that will. But of course, this isn't going to resonate for everybody. But this reading looks really good for you, Scorpio. I like it a lot for you. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for being with me today. I'm sorry this reading was a little bit long. Until then, if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Definitely enjoy your weekend. I hope to see you at the next read. Thanks. Bye.